Hello and welcome back to the channel. So there are some very strange things that are going on. So TikTokers are being fired from their jobs of occupation because of their TikTok videos. I'm telling you guys, this work market today is just crazy. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, the world has not been the same. Financially, people are just struggling. Jobs, the workforce has just not been the same. Companies are just laying off employees for absolutely nothing. It is just crazy what is going on. So let's jump into the video because it's getting realer to everyone. Let's watch, listen, and please drop a comment. And I will see you guys at the end of the video.
Got announcement. George Gandalf is going to be relocating to Arizona. As y'all, most of you know, I'm sure Sean moved to Arizona to be close to his family. I know that.
Sorry, I ain't got no packages for y'all today, but it's my last day. They fired my DPS. I had to come get some snacks. I appreciate y'all. Y'all been the best house I worked with throughout this year. So I'm saying, I hope y'all have a beautiful life. Yeah. Hope y'all have a beautiful life. And hopefully one day we will meet again.
My job fired us. Me and my friend, and some other people, but me and my friend got to work one day and they called us into the office and they fired us. No warning, no nothing. They sent our ass right back home. Under the circumstance that they wanted us to have a specific kind of document, I forgot what it was. They wanted us to have a certain certification. Whatever it was, they hired us without it. They knew we didn't have it when they hired us. But then later on down the line, they decided to fire us for not having it. Okay, y'all fire us. I'm at home crying, trying to figure out how I'm going to feed my kids. This is my source of income. Da, 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 da. But then it dawned on me, I never want nobody else to be in charge of me making money again. Anyway, so they called me back. They asked me to come back and work for them. And of course I go because I needed to, try to get some things in place so I can have some money. Even though the money really wasn't shit. I was struggling. I was struggling more by working there than I would have been if I stayed home. For the simple fact that tolls took a lot of my money. I was making like $80 a day when it was all said and done. The tolls took a lot of my money. Gas, lunch, food, I'm paying for daycare. I was truly like paying money to go to work or to be at work, right? I wasn't making much of a benefit or profit from it. Anyway, so they fire us. They call me back and they asked me to come back and work for them because the student that I was working with, they couldn't, they needed me to come back and work with this specific student. So I go back because I love the student. I go back and I need the money, obviously, but the money wasn't shit. So I get there and it dawns on me. It dawns on me. These are the people that fired you with no warning for no reason and had you questioning how you was going to feed your kids and how you was going to pay your bills. Okay, cool. You're not going to be here long. So I already made up my mind that I wasn't going to be there long. I forget how much longer I stayed at work, like how many more days I went before I decided to go on lunch and go home. I went on lunch. I drove home, ate me some tacos, cried myself to sleep because I had literally just quit my job. Me going on lunch and going home was me quitting. I knew before lunch came that was my last day. It was in my spirit. Today is my very last day. I texted my friend and told her, like, once I go on lunch, I'm going home. I just was not well. I was financially not well. I was physically not well. Emotionally, I was stressed. My blood pressure was high. It was too much. And I still had 2 children to take care of. I was living, I've been living on my own since I was 20 years old. So I had my apartment. I had my car. I had all these, you know, things to be responsible for. And I'm making 10.25 an hour or something, right? So I go home, I eat my tacos, cry myself to sleep, and they blowing my phone up. I finally decide to answer when I wake up. I'm like, hello? And she was like, hey, hello, where you at? I'm like, girl, I'm at home. I'm not coming back. I'm like, I can't work there. When I tell y'all, it was like fire in my soul on how much I knew it was urgent for me to not work in that place. And it wasn't that I didn't want to work or couldn't work. That place was not the place for me. And they showed me that by firing me. But what they showed me by that firing was the best thing that could have ever happened. But what they showed me by rehiring me is y'all need me. I'm worth way more than $10 an hour. Y'all called me back to work for y'all, still without the certification, but because y'all need me, here I am. And guess what? When I say that put so much motivation in me to start my own business. I ran a successful cleaning business single-handedly, the best. I got so many gifts and monetary big ass things, trips from being the cleaning lady. Being a cleaning lady changed my life. So had I not gotten fired and rehired, who knows what would have happened. But I'm so glad they fired me. I never had I had a job since. I got one job right after that for about 3 or 4 months. But shit, I started my cleaning business when I was working there, so they didn't see me for long either. Because once I started consistently making $500 a week cleaning, I quit my job because I wasn't even making that at work. I was making like, again, $70, $80 a day at work. So if I could make $100 a day cleaning that house for 3-4 hours, why am I coming to work for 8 hours for $10 an hour? I can't afford lunch. One of my friends used to have to drive me to work because I didn't have gas nor gas money. You get where I'm going? Fuck that job.
Hi, Steven. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I do want to let you know that the company has decided to end your employment with us effective immediately. Although you did submit a 2 weeks notice, we appreciate it, but our company does not have to honor that. So with that, we are ending your working relationship with us today. So what I would like for you to do, Stephen, is please log out of all company accounts and systems right away. So we will also need you to return any company property that you have, such as your equipment. And what we'll do is we'll follow up with instructions on how to return these items and details about your final paychecks and any other benefits that you may be entitled to at this time. So, Stephen, I know this is not information that you're wanting to hear, but I do want to thank you at least for your contributions.
Hey, excuse me, but I just put that 2 weeks notice in today. I sent it over to my team lead.
Understood. And we did advise the team lead as well that we don't have to honor it. We don't. So with that, we're going to go ahead and end your employment with us effective immediately.
My testimony on a video like this, but sometimes you have to take a step back and encourage yourself in the Lord. Last year, 2023, was one of the hardest years in my life, and I know a lot of y'all can relate because, baby, okay, 2023 put us through the ringer. All right, I ended up getting fired from my job, y'all. That day I got fired, I sat in this car right here and I was bawling my eyes out. That job was barely paying my bills. I was barely able to make ends meet at the time, and I was just so sad, asking God, what am I about to do? What I see in front of me is not looking good, baby, okay? What I see in front of me look like I might just go pick a cliff to hop off of, okay? I'm just keeping it real. As I'm sitting here wiping my eyes, I'm sitting here crying out to God, my phone started going off. I said, baby, who is calling me in the middle of my crying session? So I look at my phone, y'all, and it's TikTok. And I'm like, why do I have 99 plus TikTok notifications? What is going on? That day before I went to work, I used to work the mid shift. I posted a TikTok before I went to work. I opened the app and I seen one of my videos was going viral. It had like 10,000 views at the moment. I go home, I tell my mom I got fired from my job, and she told me, don't worry about it. You know, tomorrow you off. You ain't got nothing else to do. You ain't got nothing but time and opportunity, baby. So tomorrow when you wake up, the first thing you do is start job hunting. I woke up that next morning. Let me tell you how God gives it to you with speed. I woke up, y'all, I kid you not, my phone was completely full of booked up appointments. I was booked up days and days and days in advance. My video had over 100,000 views. It had like 2,000-3,000 comments. I said, baby, I said, who phone is this? I said, who phone is this? This my phone? Y'all, the Lord had blessed me with my books being completely full days out in advance. I was getting so much exposure. I was getting so much great feedback from people who don't even know me. We walk by faith and not by sight. Please remember, y'all, this work that you're doing is not in vain. As long as you trust in the Most High and you put that work in, the gifts are already yours. I say all this to say, keep going. I don't know who you are on the other side of this screen, but baby, keep going. Jesus is right here on your side as long as you let him in and give him full reign and dominion over your life to take over. So don't give up. Don't quit. Please keep going, because your breakthrough can be tomorrow. Matter of fact, your breakthrough can be tonight. Please remind yourself of the things he has brought you through already. That way you know if he's done it back then, he's going to do it again. Period.
Well, we have watched the numerous TikTokers talked about them being fired from their jobs. It is just absolutely sad what is going on all around the world. Job security is something of the past. So if you do have a job, just try to live within your means, because tomorrow is not promised. Anyways, I am done with this video. Until next time, this is your girl, Sister T, and I'm out.